everybody. Bit of an exciting week this week. I've been very much enjoying my birthday gifts off my mate Knife Tech's, Amos. The Jumbo Stockman is an absolute beauty. I'll have to do a video on that when I get a chance. And then yesterday I've ordered my Christmas present from Mrs. Nicest Knives. Past couple of years I've chosen folding knives as my Christmas present, but this year I'm having a custom built fixed blade, so there'll be more information on that in due course, but I can tell you now it's going to be lovely. Now, beer. New beer, well, new to me anyway. Abbott Reserve. I do like the ordinary Abbott ale. It's a very nice pint, just a normal proper beer, nothing fancy. But this is Abbott Reserve, brewed longer for superior quality. So this is from Green King in Bury St Edmunds. It's 6.5% alcohol by volume. So I'm expecting this to be quite a pokey pint. It's just brown beer colour, nice sort of conker colour. Oh, it smells nice. So, creamy head. Oh, oh, that's nice. It's got big flavour. An exceptional treat for that special occasion. This is the ultimate indulgence from the master brewers of Abbott Ale. A distinctive, full-bodied, smooth and mature beer, bursting with fruitcake and toffee flavours. I don't think that's too much of an exaggeration. It is quite fruity and it's fairly sweet, but there's a lot of malt in there to balance it off. I'm happy with that. Now to business. We're going to have a look at a knife that was sent to me a little while ago by another very good friend over in America, Chad, the Fat Man. He sent me a couple of knives. The Spyderco Roadie that we've already had a look at, and a SOG Twitch II. So let's go over to the desktop and have a look. Okay, so here's the SOG Twitch II, which Chad sent to me in a little Boca nylon belt sheath. Nice little sheath, horizontal or vertical carry, Velcro fastener, very robust, fits the knife a treat. But you won't get one of them if you buy it from SOG, because it's not SOG. So here's the knife, wooden handle, single blade. This is a lovely, lovely little knife. As you can see, this is the wooden handle version. The wood, according to SOG, is rosewood. Increasingly, rosewood is a bit of a meaningless term on its own. There are so many things nowadays called rosewood. Unless they're going to declare the species, you don't really know what you're getting. But these scales are lovely. Nice, bright, fiery colour. Lovely shimmering grain. They've chosen well. We've got a safety catch on the back, because it's assisted opening. Boom. and it is a backlock, which I keep forgetting. So nice action there from the assisted opening. We've got a drop point OS 8 steel blade with a satin finish, dual thumb studs, and then the backlock. You'll see better in the close-ups, but the construction is built out of several layers, and this loop bit here, the two ends of the loop come together to form the lever for the backlock. Oh, so I'll just see if we can get that up to the camera. Move on the lights out of the way. There we go. So the loop is the front end of the backlock that engages with the blade, and there's some jimping for the thumb area that you depress to release the lock, and there is the little safety catch. So, as I said, there'll be some stills at the end, as we usually do. You can get a closer look at the detailing. Fit and finish is really nice. A nice broad pocket clip, not the deepest carry, but then it's not a massive knife. Decorative pivots, and then we have plain headed bolts on the presentation side, and to appear to be Torx heads on the other side. Small lanyard hole, you won't get 550 through that unless you strip the middle out, but it's perfectly adequate. You're not going to need a big heavy cord on there. You might just want something to help you lift it out of your pocket. Does attract fingerprints, I must say. So what are the specs like? Well, the standard size comparison for me is the Swiss Army knife copy, Spartan copy. As you can see, the handle's about the same, but you do get a slightly bigger blade. It's lovely. It's not a heavy knife. Let's see if we can get it on the scales. £67.1 grams, which in English 2 1/3 ounces thereabouts. We've got a closed length of roughly 3.5 inches, about 90mm, and the blade tip to handle is 2 5/8, about 66-67mm. It's a lovely little thing. Now, I don't know what the factory edge was like. I don't know how much Chad has used this and how often it's been sharpened, but I can tell you that it does take a lovely edge. I've had it on the strop a little bit, not much, but for an ordinary everyday pocket knife you can get a good slicey edge on that. So that's it, I think. Rockwell on the blade is, I think, 57 to 59, so it's not going to be difficult to sharpen really. The assisting spring, as you can see, you get resistance to about there, and then it goes past the spring and snaps in. Pocket clip seems nice and robust, certainly capable of a knife, holding a knife of this weight and size. And if we move the locking tab forward, the blade won't come out. You can see it move a little bit pulling against the spring, but it's not going to release until we move that backwards, and then we go boom. Little tiny bit of side to side wiggle, nothing up and down, it's solid. But it is riding on washers, so I think perhaps the washers are quite small external diameter, and that may be why we're getting a little bit of rocking. I don't know with the locking mechanism if there was much room for a wider washer though. Little hole there, which I'm assuming to be an oiling hole, or it may simply be the seat for the spring. I can't see the spring, just peering in from underneath. But overall, it's a lovely design. It's a very pretty knife. As I say, the rosewood they've chosen for the scale is very nice, very attractive. If you've got big hands, you might find it a little bit small because your pinky is lost. You get your 3 fingers on comfortably, so you may want to use the lanyard hole to make a little pinky loop. But it's easy to grip. We've got a depression there that takes your thumb naturally. So it is a comfortable knife to hold if you don't mind the short handle. Overall, I would say this one's a winner. I will confess that when I first saw it on Chad's website, I liked it straight away. For me, it's that good balance between a traditional knife, so we've got a backlock with wooden handles and a single blade, but it's quite a modern design, modern detailing and assisted opening, and perfectly legal to bring into the country, perfectly legal to own. Can't carry it in public, but to those gentlemen of UK Border Force who have confiscated perfectly legal knives, you missed this one, you bastards. So, SOG Twitch II, the wooden handle version. Lovely. So that's a cracking gift off my mate Chad. I shall leave you with the still photos so you can have a closer look. And thanks for watching.